So, as we all know and as we can all see, the rate of divorce is increasing rapidly in our country today. And there is only one reason why this is happening. Many people will say, oh, it's because they are impatient. Some people will say, oh, it's because, they fell out of love for each other, blah, blah, blah. No. I think the major reason why we're having lots of divorce today is because um, both parties had different intentions going into that marriage. So the thing is, whenever you're getting married, so many people have the reasons why they get married. I know of a friend of mine who told me that the reason why she wanted to get married was because she didn't want to be feeding herself anymore. She was living in her own apartment, paying her rent and doing other things, and she was like, she's tired of feeding herself. She needs somebody to be feeding her. That was her reason for getting married, and she needed somebody who was capable to be able to feed her, constantly and daily. That was her reason. So when you have different intentions for getting married, it will end up not working. The only reason why you should get married to somebody is because you love the person genuinely, like you are in love with this person. That is the only reason. If you get married because of kids, check so many people now. Some people get married, and they lose their kids in the marriage. So by the time you marry the person because, oh, you want to be able to have like children from this person, and then you lose the kids, there's really no reason for you to stay in such a marriage. You understand? Some people get married because of money, which is the major reason. I'm going to talk about that in another video. But some people get married because of money. When the money is not there, what happens? You can't stay because what you're used to getting, you're no longer getting it. You understand? Some people get married because of the sex and all of that. By the time she can no longer perform as she used to perform, and remember, marriage is a long time. You understand? That's why sometimes these divorce cases happen. Like you see, some people they're married for 10 years and they're divorcing. Why? They have the thing that they got into the marriage for is already expired, so they have no other reason to stay there. So it is good for both parties to have the same intention. Do you love me the way I love you enough for us to live together forever? Do you understand? Like the intention, what is your intention? And it's funny because you might think you have the same intention with this person, but the person does not have the same intention with you. You understand? So it is possible, and it is only the Holy Spirit that can give you guidance on intention. Only the Holy Spirit to be able to tell you that this is the genuine, a genuine person for me. And we call on the Holy Spirit so many times, but then if you are insane and you're not even doing things to please God, there is no way you'll be able to see clearly. So you need divine intervention to be able to let you know the intention of the person. The person goes, oh, I want to marry, I want to marry you. It could be just words. You understand? It has to be genuine for it to last. So I hope we all go in with the right intentions because marriage is not a joke. It is real work.